Hi, I'm Dr. Bob Braille and welcome to Now You Know. This short video will go over Now You Know Central. Whether you're new to Now You Know or you've been a subscriber for a while but just need a little refresher, please take a few minutes and go over this video, which will help refresh you on how to run your services. Now, if you go to the NowYouKnow.net website, on the right-hand side top here, you'll see an area for you to log in using your user ID and password. These you should have and been given to you from Now You Know when you first subscribed. If you don't have one, please contact customer service at Now You Know. Once you enter your user ID and password, then log into Now You Know Central. Once you've done that, you'll be brought to a screen that looks much like this. There may be some announcements and there may be a requirement to accept terms of service popping up. But once you've done that, it'll look pretty much like this, and on the front page there are some messages such as a scam alert, a ledger and bill payment area where you can pay your bills, an account setting area where you can reset your password maybe to something more familiar, and another support area where there's some other information to help you with Now You Know services. Now if you look at the top here, you will see a menu, and across this menu there are a lot of different things. At the end of your session, you should always use this logout right over here so that your computer isn't logged into your central account for someone else to get to your information. Now, many of these have little drop downs, such as the newsletter and eChiropractic, website, CNS for Chiropractic News Service, Chiropractic Depot. Your contacts, lists, documents, and support do not. You can, however, click directly on the item. And let's first take Website and click on that. When we do that, it brings up a control area with different icons for things you can do with your website. The Website Adjuster. Edit your website menus. Here is where you'll edit the various menus from Now You Know, where you can add your own menu items and new pages. Manage your mobile website here. Manage the pages on your website. Here's where you can manage your blogs, adding new posts or adding new blogs altogether right on your website. The appointment alert settings, where you can change the settings so that when people request appointments, it gets sent not only via email but text messaging to your various cell phones that you designate through this area. If you have items that you cannot change or need some help with, you can send a request to our webmasters who will be happy to make the changes. Website File Manager. Here is where you can upload pictures, upload documents like PDF documents, forms, and things that you want to use on the website, and submit your site to Google. Now down here is a shortcut to the Chiropractic News Service because it's included automatically with the website service. Now the one icon we will click on right here is a Website Adjuster. This is where you make most of the major changes in your website, and by that I mean this. If I click on that icon, it brings me up to a page here that shows me the website. Here's a small picture of it, and here's a framework of it. Now I'm going to click on either of these, and it brings them up again in a larger fashion. If I click on this area here, this is where I could change my theme. So we're getting close to Thanksgiving. I'm going to change it to a Thanksgiving theme, save and apply. You sure you want to do that? Yes. I could also come over here, click again, click on the layout, and now I can change the layout of the website by changing the wireframes. Currently we're using a 3-column. I could change that to a 2-column scenario, or a 2-column on the left by clicking over here, and it'll change the layout automatically. And then if I like what I see, I can save it. If I don't, I can always go back. I can also move documents around here, move the items on the pages around. There's a lot I can do with this, and there are separate videos going over the features of this. If I go back to website itself, here are the main icons relative to the Now You Know website service. If I go to the Chiropractic News Service, there are also many icons here, including the CNS Template Designer. This is where most of the changes take place in the Chiropractic News Service. Here you can manage the scrolling headlines, your logos, manage your welcome screen, which changes size and position depending upon the type of layout you decide in the template designer. Your photo gallery, the pictures that you can upload that automatically resize and fit the photo gallery regardless of what design you've chosen over here. You manage video playlist. This is where you change the videos. You can add new videos, delete videos, import the list that we've given you in a recommended. And here is where you launch your CNS module, where you start the CNS. You really only have to use this one time, after which you can save the address and always use that same address to launch your CNS. Now for a moment we will click on the CNS Template Designer because this is the one you will probably use the most. And in here you see you can change the background, either the images or the color. You can change the overall layout of the CNS, depending upon which one of these you select, and whether or not you want it to be articles or videos or randomized or not. I always suggest randomized so your staff doesn't go crazy hearing the same videos in order. If we go over here to Newsletter and eChiropractic at the very top, here are the main icons for using those services. Here you can send a mailing, and there are videos going over how to do this. Send an eChiropractic card, either individually or in bulk to your entire list. Manage a scheduled mailing. Look to see what mailings you have set up for the future and manage the times on those. View your mailing history allows you to look and see what mailings you have sent out, as well as the percentage of people who have opened those emails. Here you can change documents for sending and mailing. Send a change request to the webmasters. Here you can browse the eChiropractic cards to see which ones you'd like to select to send out to individual patients or to a group. And here's where you can change some of the settings on your eChiropractic messages and reply addresses, etc. If we come over here to the Chiropractic Depot, if you have this service included in your website, you have the ability to unselect products and to make some changes to which products are available on your depot. Here you can see the reports to check on sales. Now the icons over here, such as contacts, lists, and documents, are different. Under contacts, there's no drop-down. Here is where you will enter people for your contact list. You can also search and edit them in this area as well. Now currently there are no people because this is a sample account, but you can add them here and then you would be adding them to whatever lists you have. Now as a default with the Now You Know services, you automatically get, if you have the newsletter, the NYK newsletter as your default list, meaning that when you go to enter a person under contacts, you'll only have one choice of a list to add them to. With Now You Know services, you can add sublists, meaning that this is default. Let's say I want to put every email address I've ever come in contact with on this list to get my newsletter. But I want to have an additional list for just patients so that I can send them specific mailings. Well, I can create a new list right here by clicking on that, creating the name of the list, and then when I add a contact, it'll give me a choice. Add it to one of those lists or both simply by checking on the box. If I come over here to documents, this is all the documents that are available within my website or for mailing, because I can mail any of these documents. So I can create a document in here, have it appear on my website, and also mail that document out to my mailing lists. Here's a link for support, and here will be the link to log out. So basically, using these general areas, you have control over the things you can do in our services. We do have lots of videos and are constantly adding more to go over the particulars of the various items here. But please feel free, if you have any questions that these videos don't answer, to call our customer service and ask one of our people to go over with you, either just over the phone or with a live demonstration. Well, I hope these videos have helped, and you have a wonderful day. Thank you.